Hello and good evening to round 4 of the Craftsman Cup Series, coming to you live at Atlanta Motor Speedway for tonight's race. Yes, tonight we are racing under the lights, so hopefully we should have some exciting racing. Usually it does contain some great racing when we are racing at night. Yesterday we've seen qualifying, and as you can see, Michael Norman, the rookie, gets his first career pole in the CCS. Alongside him is Anthony McCrory. And then on the second row is the guy that comes into this race second in the championship, Christian Martin. And alongside him, Stefan Papies, who seems to be a bit of a qualifying expert. Looking at my previous sheets as well. Yeah, 14th last week at Las Vegas. 2 weeks ago, starting third. Championship leader, though, Danny Wells. He's going to be starting in the mid-pack there, starting in the 30th position, so the outside of row 15. So without further ado, we are going to get the cars underway. And as the pace car leads all 42 drivers out onto the track, onto the 1.54 mile track, here is how they will look for the starting grid for the 4th round. How the 42 cars look. Michael Norman will bring the field into the green flag. Don't forget to mention as well, these cars are under restrictor plate racing yet again. The cars were going quite fast again in practice. There was another meeting and yeah, they all agreed to go back to the restrictor plate so we can see hopefully some more overtaking. Anyways, Michael Norman, he's going to bring the field down and get the green flag underway. We're racing 65 laps around Atlanta. Looks like we're all well and good here for Michael Norman to lead the first lap, and looks like he will. Probably, I think it's the first laps he's led all season, so 5 bonus points to him. As we're 3 wide now for the lead is Dylan Poteet in that blue Polaroid's Pontiac. He dives down low and wants to take the lead, and behind him is Chris Summers, another Pontiac driver who's not really had the best of luck so far this season. Got caught up in a qualifying wreck last night with Trent Torger. There he is in the 3rd car in the middle in the 66. Now then, can Chris Summers lead a lap and get 5 bonus points because he needs every point he can? Did he lead it? Yes, he did. So 5 bonus points then for Chris, and that's the first time he's led in the CCS Championship. Now he's lost that lead to Daniel Voiles. Hopefully this will be the time where Chris Summers will get a good finish instead of catching up in some sort of wreck, which we hope that will not happen there for Chris Summers, the former champion, as they're nearly 4 wide there with Trick Torga, right behind the guy he wrecked in qualifying. Matt McIntyre now leads the race, and there comes Tacos on the inside, the lead, followed behind by Nico Ketchum in the purple and white number 16, followed by Jamie Smith, and Jamie Smith has already worked his way through the field very nicely. There he is there in the red and black number 21. Actually goes to the middle of the track. He started 25th. He's already up into the top 5, and that's within 3 laps of racing. And I think Ketchum is going to lead his first laps in the CCS. Yes, indeed he does. So 3 different leaders in the first 3 laps. That's the beauty of having a restricted plate racing around here, just overtaking Central. And now, Diego Ospina, he wants to lead this thing, his Ketchum's teammate. But Seth Coe will think otherwise. There's Jesse Turner in the 41. Followed behind is Joshua Collard. He needs some points too, does Joshua. He comes into this race 40th in the championship. So Josh also needs a great run. On to lap 6 out of 65. So 60 laps to go. Jesse Turner now takes the lead. Here comes Collard. He's looking low. Followed by another Pontiac of Richard Johnson. Seen a fair few Pontiacs already up at the front. Seen Voiles, Pulte, Summers. Now you got Johnson, Collard. And Richard Johnson is going to take the lead. And look who's there. The number 90 car. Levi McIntyre. Last week's winner started dead last. And within 7 laps, he's gone from last. Well, he's gone from worst to first as Ketchum's up in the wall. Nico Ketchum's up into the wall, ladies and gentlemen, there. You see the 16, but does the sensible thing of just keeping it up into the wall. And he's went from 14th all the way down to last place. Good awareness driving there. So Levi McIntyre just briefly held the lead. Not for long. Here comes Dylan Young. He's going to lead that lap. And he started 40th. And then on the inside, there is the championship leader. Oh, Nathan Hudson, RJ, into Jamie Smith, into Richard Johnson. They saved it. They absolutely saved it. Wow. RJ Bishop and Nathan Hudson were close there. Well, they weren't close. They were touching. Now Jesse Turner's up in the wall. Wow, we're 8 laps in and everything's all happening. Ketchum's hit the wall. Now Jesse Turner hits the wall. There was a near wreck that happened on lap 8. It's chaos already. Now let's just check on some of the damages on some of the drivers there. Let's have a look at Nathan Hudson. His car looks relatively okay. I think there's a bit of driver's side damage there to Jamie Smith's Ford. Yeah, it's a little bit crumpled there. Yeah, Nathan's car looks alright. Now what about Richard Johnson? Because he back-ended the wall. His car looks relatively okay. As Noah Hart then takes the lead, his teammate. Noah Hart's also leading a decent finish too. He comes into this race, I believe, 33rd in the championship. And there's Levi McIntyre with Wes McCall, Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, the Daytona 500 winner, and the guy that's 3rd in the championship, Zachary Fitzwater. But the field has really sprung out. So we've got this pack of 7 cars that's leading, and then you've got this gaggle of cars, which is led by Richard Johnson. And RJ Bishop now having a look to the inside, the Las Vegas pool winner. Followed behind by Noah Cars, had a strong outing last week, as well as Trent Dunn behind, and the red and white machine, that is Brandon Tedesco. There he is in the 11, followed by Brandon Ross. There's Carson Gums side by side with Kyle Matthews, Stephen Colon, who's in the top 10 in the race. And then there's Trick Torga in the 66. There's the post setter Michael Norman in the middle of the field. He came across the line there in 19th position. Still Noah Hart in the lead, followed by Zachary Fitzwater now it is for 2nd. But here comes Levi McIntyre. He's going to look to the inside. We're going to have a look at this camera angle. Oh, God. I can't do it in time, can't I? The 2 guys that had badly damaged cars, they're now at the back end of the field. There it is there. Yeah, you can see there's actually some left side damage on Nathan Hudson's Ford. So those two cars are damaged. There's Hudson's teammate, Nico Ketchum, and the 97. Jeremy Taco's a little bit up on the track. Let's see if there's any activity going up front, if you've got a new race leader. Nope, it's still Noah Hart with the lead. 14 laps completed. So nearly 50 laps to go as Noah cars, as the field is starting to get a little bit bigger now. Jesse Turner, who scraped the wall a couple of laps ago, he's worked his way through the field quite nicely. Already up into 23rd position. Got to have a try and attempt to pass on Anthony McCrory. There's Nathan Ormond in the 25. Followed by Stefan Papies in the 32. James Quole's going to go 3 wide underneath Jessica Shelton while she's in the middle between her and Sama Oskin in the 31. So there's just a quick pack of 2 cut fields there. This one is led by Christian Martin. But still leading here is Noah Hart, and there's Noah Cars now. 2 Noahs then out in front. Fitzwater now into 3rd. Followed by Kyle Matthews and Stephen Colon and Danny Wells. Lap 16 now out of 65. So far we are all green. There's Sanford, the yellow and black Pontiac. I think we've basically seen all the Pontiacs then leading the laps here as Noah Cars now takes the lead. Kyle Matthews just tried to stick his Chevrolet underneath Noah Hart and will get position. So that's P2 now for the 24, unless Stephen Colon will have a look on the inside, which he does. We've got the 2 Roush Racing teammates working together, Carson Gum and Danny Wells. Well, maybe not for long now. So Noah Hart then is falling down there. Carson Gum, the first car on the inside. There he is, and the Walt Ford. He's up to 3rd place now, as the lead pack is getting bigger and bigger as we're heading to lap 18 now out of 65. And Noah Cars is leading. Stephen Colon 2nd, Carson Gum 3rd. Looks like that's Wes McCall that crossed the line in P4. Oh, that's some tight racing further back there. That was Jesse Turner. I seen Turner was right on the inside. And are they 4 wide? They might be 4 wide. No, they're not now. Okay, that's all good. Let's ride with Jessica Shelton. Let's see what she sees from her 30th position. Let's ride on board with her. Look at all the drivers there trying to fight all for the same bit of real estate. Oh, and there's a crash, and Kyle Williams is up in the air. Cody Lama's also on his side. That looked a big one there. Oh, and there's Danny Wells, the championship leader, involved and out of the race. That looked like that was a big one. Kyle Matthews was up in the air. Cody Lammers was like rim riding on the wall. Brandon Ross may have got a piece of it too. But Kyle Matthews is out, and the championship leader is also out of the race. Caution is out on lap number 20 as the smoke starts to settle. And it looks like to me Carson Gum may have led coming to the caution. So let's see what happened then to the championship leader to bring out the first caution. Here's a look again from the Goodyear blimp. They're going to go 4 wide. Matt McIntyre is on the inside in the 93. The 24 and the 10 just touch. And then Sanford looks like he just gets into the 93, who goes up into the 33 of Cody Lammers, minding his own business. Danny Wells is just squished up into the wall. The 10 of Charles Sanford is also involved, as well as Noah Hart, who had a few laps. But look at that airtime for the 24. That's a scary ride, as well as the 33 of Cody Lammers. Also to note, Chris Summers got through that wreck, so he'll be glad to know that he's got by 1 accident there. Oh, Jamie Smith just gets through. We should see Nathan Hudson go by very, very soon. But his teammate Danny Wells, the championship leader, there he goes. But like I said, Danny Wells out of the race. I tell you what, this will be a scary ride here for Kyle Matthews. So on board with him. He just literally just went on top of Danny Wells, didn't he? And this is from Sanford's point of view. What a ride Kyle Matthews took there. Jeez, oh. And this is from Noah Hart's view. He was involved in this. I tell you what, I think Noah might be relatively okay. He didn't make any contact with other cars. He just mostly scraped the wall. Oh, interesting decisions here that's being made. Carson Gum is the first to go into the pit lane. He's going to bring a whole load of drivers with him, but a few drivers staying out, actually. Who could that be? That's Noah Cars, Wes McCall, Anthony McCrory, and Seth Cole. So 4 drivers deciding to opt and stay out. The rest of them are all into the pits. So that's an interesting call for the 4 of them. So let's just see how all of the drivers then go into the pits and who's going to come out first. So in comes the leader, out goes Christian Martin, and Carson, Carson went ahead. Carson went ahead of the 12. As all the other drivers then making their way out onto the track. Here comes Fitzwater, Dylan Pulte, Trent Dunham and Brandon Ross. Ry Hayden goes out as well. Cole Diva goes out, followed by Ospina, RJ Bishop, Josh McCullard, Tacos, Oskin, Summers, Gunther, Noah Hart, probably checking the damage on him, and Nico Ketchum as well. Out goes Jamie Smith. So interesting tactics are being developed. The top 4 stayed out. So let's get back to the green flag. So pit stops are all done except for the top 4 that have stayed out to do some more racing. And as you can see, the lights on the pace car are off. Noah Cars is going to lead the field to the green flag, followed by Wes McCall, Anthony McCrory, the outside pole sitter for the race. And in 4th place is Seth Cole. Those are the 4 that stayed out. Christian Martin ended up being 5th. I thought Carson Gum led Christian out of the pits there, but my eyes must have been deceiving me. Anyway, Carson Gum is 6th. Stephen Colon at 7th. Jesse Turner 8th. Levi McIntyre in 9th. And Richard Johnson. The 2 guys that started on the final row is 9th and 10th respectively. Anyway, we're back underway and we're green flag again. Free wide for 5th position already. Jesse Turner's already gained a few spots. As Wes McCall, probably the only Pontiac driver not to lead a lap here so far. He wants to lead this now, but Noah says no. He wants to lead another lap. One-third distance complete. Here comes McCrory to the inside of Wes McCall. Battle for 2nd place as Jesse Turner runs a little bit high, because Levi McIntyre is on the inside of him. And the first right free wide is probably for about 13th place there. As you can see, Dylan Pulte and Brant Disco and Dylan Young are all there battling together. And then you've got the 2 teammates together, Trent Dunham and the 8 of Matt McLean. Followed by the 36th of Daniel Voiles and Jessica Shelton, Cole Diva and Zachary Fitzwater. So whatever the situation will be, we will have ourselves a new championship leader coming into this, coming after this race, sorry. As Levi McIntyre and Richard Johnson working together to get into 2nd and 3rd now. Christian Martin nearly up against the wall as Michael Norman gets into Carson Gum into Seth Cole, and there's another wreck that happened there. That was a bit audacious there from the pole sitter, and it's been collected left, right and centre. Nick Gunther's also involved. Noah Hart escapes to the grass. There's more wreckage up front too with Daniel Voiles. He's also been collected. Nick Gunther's Square D Chevrolet is done. Carson Gum's car is done. 2nd caution out tonight. Seth Cole is well, he was collected and all. But Michael Norman, that looked like that was a bit audacious there from the pole sitter, but he is out of the race and the caution is out. Daniel Voiles' car is actually smoking. So Daniel Voiles' car is run. There's Cody Lamas there as well. Oh, Joshua Collard's also got collected. Sam Oskin with a lot of damage too. A lot of cars involved in this accident. Oh, Stephen Colon. Guy comes into the top 10 in points. He's got damage there. You can see the front is caved in. Oh, and this is like more opportunity for drivers to come in. Brandon Disco's even got some damage there too. Dylan Young as well. He was also in the top 10 in points. He's got damage. Now this actually allows Noah Cars into Disco. Noah Cars, Seth Cole, 50 of Anthony McCurdy, and who was the other one that stayed out? I forget. Oh, and to Disco and Noah Cars, we took contact. One car just retired. That might be cool on. Now, there's no smoke now on Daniel Voiles' car. We did see some smoke on the in the front of it, but it looks like his car might be okay to continue, actually. That's an interesting one. Nathan Hudson with his bonnet has just come off. So it looks like it's going to be a caution, brief caution sort of thing now. When one caution comes out, many more to come. Here's a replay. Here's a look again at the replay to bring out the second caution. Carson nearly gets into Seth Cole, and that just kind of... Oh, did Seth actually came a little bit down on Carson? I don't know. There was a bit of tight there, but Michael and Carson, then they stick together. Then they stick into the 40 of Seth Cole. Now these two are spinning, no control. Into the wall goes Wes McCall, just a victim of circumstances. Trent Dunham just squeezes through. The 11 gets hit by the 8. Cole Diva also gets involved. James Qualls just misses it. The 2 is also involved. He hits the 17. Then there's Nick Gunther. He gets through. Sam Oskin gets a bit of contact. Now, what happened further forward with the 36? Let's have a look. Oh, the wreck has already happened. Joshua Collard, that's how he got the damage. Oh, and then Nathan Hudson hits into the back of Jamie Smith, if you've just seen that there at the top of your screen. So let's see how Daniel Voiles got involved. And you can see there's the smoke that's billowing out of the Pontiac, but it looks like his car might be okay to continue. So while that wreck was happening, so we had two different wrecks here. See, there's the wreck that's happened. Yeah, Daniel misses the main wreck, but then he gets hooked by Jessica Shelton. And then hard into the outside wall there. That was a head-on impact. Jessica Shelton there too. She also hit the wall. So that's how, yeah, Daniel just did great, did everything he could there to avoid the wreck. And then here comes Joshua Collard, hits him right in the side. That's how he got the damage. Nathan Hudson couldn't roll up the forward in time, gets into the back of Jamie Smith as well. So we had two different accidents that happened on that lap alone. Let's get some replays. Riding on board then with the pole sitter, but his night is already done. From Matt McLean. It did look like the 7 come a little bit up on Carson. Oh wow, Mike getting some hard hits. He's had some hard incidents. The one at Auto Club 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he's had some nasty accidents. And this is from Zachary Fitzwater's view. He got through this all. And one more view of this from Jessica Shelton when she just tagged into the back of Daniel Voiles' Pontiac. So a few cars then badly damaged, and quite a few of them out of the race, 5 of them to be exact. Cody Lama's car was too badly damaged. He's out of the race. Stephen Colon, Joshua Collard, his car was also badly damaged. Unfortunately, he's out of the race. Not what he needed, since he was the 3rd last in points. Carson Gum, who was driving, he was doing okay in the points. I think he was like 13th in the championship. He is out, and the pole setter Michael Norman is also out of the race. So 5 cars retired from that race, but we've got some more badly damaged cars, but they are still good enough to continue as we are getting back to the green flag. Your top 10 is Johnson, Papies, Torga, Turner, Christian Martin, Trent Dunham, Poteet, Shelton. Let's see how badly damaged their car is. I've taken Nathan Ormond and Zachary Fitzwater. We're back underway. Here comes Nick Gunther and Daniel Voiles there trying to catch up with the rest of the pack. Jessica Shelton looks like she's holding up the second pack of the field with her damaged McDonald's car. As Jesse Turner looks like he had led. Is he going to lead the first laps of the CCS season? Looks like he could be. Poteet also. I think Poteet's already led a lap, but Jesse Turner's going to lead the first laps of the CCS, so he'll get 5 bonus points. As now Noah Hart and Jeremy Tackles have got by the 94 without any problems whatsoever, and now they're 3 wide. Hart on the bottom, and the 2 Robert Yates teammates there in the middle on the outside. So Jesse Turner still leading the field. Papier's second. Poteet looks like he may have just scraped the wall. He just had a little clip up against it. Christian Martin up into second. Richard Johnson in third. Trent Dunham in the middle. He's currently in 4th position at the moment right now. And look who's there too. The silver, light blue, right, number 27 of Chris Summers. It's already been a great day for him so far. We're halfway through this race. Don't want to put a bad omen on him. But he's still there. Came across the line last time in 11th position. He's going to crack the top 10 again. With Zachary Fitzwater just behind him. Gets by Jeremy Tackles in the middle too. And now goes in to help his fellow Pontiac driver, Dylan Poteet, although he will go 3 wide underneath Nico Ketchum. So we've got a few drivers that are doing badly in the points that are right up there battling for the lead. Noah Hart, Nico Ketchum, Chris Summers, they're all battling up there too. James Qualls might be there too. I think he's quite low down in points. Still, Jesse Turner with the lead, carrying on from his good performance last week. And he's going to be leading a few laps here. So Jesse Turner for Lally Hedrick. He's going to lead a few laps on that Chevrolet. That's what, onto lap 36 out of 65. So we've got about 30 laps to go. Turner, followed by Fitzwater. Tackles, followed by his teammate James Qualls. RJ Bishop is there too. We're not talking a lot about him. He's nearly caused that big accident on the opening few laps, but there he is. He is the 4th car. Well, he's going to be the 4th car on the inside now as Trent Dunham went to the high side. Now they are catching up on some lap traffic. That might be Daniel Voiles. Yes, indeed it is. Let's ride on board with Jesse Turner. How can he work his way through the slower car? Oh, he's going to get held up right behind him. He does. Yep, so he's going to lose some momentum. Who's going to go by him on the inside? And it's going to be Qualls. Qualls has gone by. And Voiles is holding up a whole gang of cars behind. Yep, he's holding up Fitzwater, Dunham, Ketchum and Summers. Now, if I remember correctly, as we go 3 wide for the lead, and it's all Fords. 4 Fords and a Chevrolet battling up front. They could be catching up slowly on the 55 of Nick Gunther. Cole Deaver, look at him in 6th position in the 42. Yep, he was nearly involved in that accident, and there he is. Up into 6th position, so good going there. Much needed run here for Cole. His teammate Seth Cole. Oh, and there's a slow car of Nick Gunther. Christian Martin getting a bit impatient. Oh, Gunther nearly came down on James Qualls, and now Papies and Turner have drove away. Let's have a look from the rear as we're looking at Noah Hart's view. Noah Hart diving low, then that will be position 3, I think that is. 4, sorry, my apologies. Gunther still holding up a gang of cars behind. Who's he held up this time? It is the 50, the 66 and the 4 getting held up yet again. Ry Hayden goes by in the road is at 4. We ain't talking about him. Ry Hayden, the rookie. And he's now trying to draft the 28 of Jeremy Tackles. So they've all managed to get by the 55, no problem now. As Jesse Turner's looking for the lead yet again. He wants to lead this race yet again. One lap 41 out of 65. Side by side for the lead. And Turner looks like he's clear of the 32. So, will Stefan get the run on the outside? Nope, he will not. So Turner is into the lead of the race. Let's see how the cars go by here again. probably won't be long until we see... there's Seth Cole battling here with Dylan Young. And Nathan Hudson further back. Cody Lammers. And there's Daniel Voiles. So he is now a lap down by the looks of it. He might be a lap down. Yeah, he is a lap down. And there's Wes McCall, 32. 42. Anyway, Jesse Turner back into the lead. The pack of cars starting to catch up on the top two. James Qualls getting help from Noah Hart and Noah Cars, as well as Levi McIntyre and Richard Johnson. So we're now 2/3 into the race now. Papier's back into the lead. And through goes Qualls as well as Hart. Noah Cars then having a look on the inside. I think they're catching up to Daniel Voiles yet again to put him another lap down as we go 3 wide for the lead yet again. Hart on the inside, Qualls in the middle, and Papier's on the outside. Just holding on to the tail end of this pack here is Diego Espino. Nico Ketchum is a little bit back. And Noah Hart is back into the lead of the race, where we did see him in the early goings of the race. Now they are catching up to the 14 of Wes McCall to put him a lap down. Now Cars wants to have the lead back again. Yep, here they come. They're catching to Wes McCall, the slower driver. The badly damaged cars again. And they're side by side for the lead. Someone's going to be complimented for staying in behind the 8 at the 14. And it looks like it's going to be the outside. And Noah Cars is going to go through. Wes McCall nearly came down. And now they're getting the whole block by the whole trouble of the cars. Oh, Ospina and Cool Diva, they're touching. But they've kept it going, but they're all stuck behind the slower cars of Wes McCall and Daniel Voiles. And Noah Cars found his way through. And here comes the second pack of cars. They've all now caught up with it. Yeah, Daniel Voiles is becoming to be a real hassle in the field. He's like a hedgehog, he's like a turtle in the field. Everyone's just trying to find a which way to get by him, but they're stuck behind him. James Qualls has lost some time as well. Oh, and Trent Tonga gets into Trent Dunham, and now they're wrecking! And that's all because of impatient there from the 36, because they're all trying to get by him. Oh, that was a disaster there. James Qualls, he was like nearly challenging for the lead a couple of laps ago. And caution has come out for the 3rd time tonight. And it was all by Trek Torgo and all. And he got into Trent Dunham too. And yep, the pace car has picked up the field. So caution is out again for the 3rd time. Here's a replay. Here is a replay. And you can just see drivers are just getting like so impatient. Trent came down on... Yeah, that was the one car's fault. I'm sorry, but that was Trent's fault. Trent came down on the 66. There was just a little mere contact, but Trek was just slightly there. But then Trek comes back onto the track into Richard Johnson, who then spins the 88. And yeah, that's a hard hit there. Nowhere for Nathan Ormond to go. He's also into the wall. Let's see if any other cars were collected as well. See if the 25 or any of the slow cars were involved. It looks like no, we're going to be relatively okay. So I think it was just basically a 4-car out. But again, it was just drivers trying to get by the lapped car at Daniel Voiles, and it was just a bit of an impatiency on the part of a few drivers. So this is on board with James Qualls. You can see him, he was trying to find a way by, but there was cars on the inside. He has to be stuck behind the slower car. Summers goes by, Tackles goes by, Fitzwater goes by, Bishop goes by. Then he makes a move. Up along goes Trent Dunham. And then into the outside wall he goes. And there goes to Disco. I think that was Matt McIntyre and Brandon Ross. They all miss it too. One more view from Nathan Ormond. Just going back then to some live action here, and interesting developments are being made here. Levi McIntyre is going to pull into the pits to put probably some fuel and some tyres on. It looks like he's going to be the only car that's going to be into the pit stops, and yes, indeed he does. So very interesting. Oh, and he's just come back out again. Maybe they were just topping off. I'm not too sure, but yep, Levi McIntyre. Interesting decision for him to go into the pits. Let's get back to the green flag. Welcome back then to the Craftsman Cup Series Round 4 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've seen some fantastic racing, loads of lead changes, loads of different leaders too. We've had the old fair share of some big accidents as well. Hope you are enjoying the race. Don't forget to give this race a like, and if you're new to this as well, give it a subscribe. Stay tuned though for some more CCS action next week. We're going to be on to the first of the road courses on Wednesday, for the qualifying session at Papyrus, the old famous Papyrus road course track, the banked racing track. Looking forward to going back there next week. But anyway, we're going to have this race sorted out, as we have got 15 laps of racing still to go. It's the two Noahs up front. Noah Hart followed by Noah Cars. Diego Espina in third. Wes McCall in he's not fourth. He is a lap car. Stefan Papiez is in fourth. Poteet fifth. Jesse Turner, Cole Diva, Christian Martin, Chris Summers, excellent day for him, in ninth. And Jeremy Tackles rounding out the top 10. Green flag as well. And already Stefan Papiez has to try and find a way around the slower car of Wes McCall, which he does. McCall moves well out of harm's way. And the whole gang of cars then all trying to get by. May have held up Jeremy Tackles on the outside line, as well as RJ Bishop too. No, Jeremy moves down low. RJ doesn't, and he's going to be stuck behind him. Anyway, Noah Cars then for the lead on a fellow Noah. Two Noahs, 2